All right, welcome folks to From Points to Purpose, 3 loyalty best practices. Super excited to have you all here. Everybody hears me all right? Awesome to hear. Well, we have some awesome experts with us here today. My name's Matt Schnelker. I'm a product marketing manager here at Salesforce. I'm going to be joined by these experts here shortly, but some quick housekeeping. Forward-looking statement. This is just a reminder that Salesforce is a publicly traded company and to make all purchasing decisions based off of existing products and services. A huge thank you guys for all joining us. I know we're looking at 4:30 on the day before the concert, so we'll keep things punctual and we'll get you guys out of here so that you can make it to Metallica. A quick agenda for today. We only got a 20-minute session here today, so we're gonna jump into a lot of these best practices that we're hoping to share with you here. The first will be around a strong foundation and how it's so crucial for building a great loyalty program. Next, we'll touch a little bit on how fraud can be good to a degree, and we'll get into that in a little bit. And then finally, the value of the value exchange. I'll wrap up a little bit on how loyalty is going to be working on our next gen product. But for our first best practice, we're going to be talking a little bit about how a strong foundation is a key to success for a strong loyalty program, whether formal or informal. And to share that story with us today, I'm going to be joined by Redobins, a customer of ours, Daniela and Hector. I gave you this one. Would love for you guys to share a little bit about yourselves and Redobins.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today to talk about our loyalty program. I am Daniela Zanfolin, IT Superintendent at Redobins.
I am Heitor Bass, Product Manager of Redobins.
Then let's go. About Redobins. Redobins is one of the largest group purchase plans in Brazil. Group purchase is like a crowdfunding that helps people buy things together. But we also have other business like a banking, an insurance broker, and automotive retail. We have many products, and our workforce has over 4,000 partners all over Brazil, and our 40 stores selling cars and trucks. In 1 year, our business made $3.3 billion and 100 million in profit. Partners are essential for our business. That is the reason loyalty is so important to us. Our program called Quali. Quali has been a success for 18 years, but we have many problems with technology. We used Excel and SQL code to manage everything. It's crazy, but it's true. Then we needed a new platform, robust, safe, and scalable to manage everything. And now we are working with Informatica MDM to consolidate all the profiles, partners' profiles. Informatica now is a Salesforce company, working with Data Cloud, Agentforce, and all the clouds, sales, service, marketing, MuleSoft for all integrations, and Salesforce Loyalty, of course. This new platform gives us best results and strong operations. How does it work? We follow up the events like sales, retention, payments, the frequency of payments, and the Salesforce Loyalty calculate the scores. Then our partners are ranked in many categories like Platinum, Diamond, Gold, and the others. We have 2 kinds of rewards. QualiCash. QualiCash is a cash reward. Our partners can exchange for cash, for money. And QualiFun. QualiFun is experience rewards. Every year, our best partners can travel to national and international destinations. We believe that is a great way to keep our partners loyal and happy. And Salesforce has been our partner in this mission. Now, Heitor will show you about this platform.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. So the next screens will show you a little bit of our digital office platform, which is empowered by Salesforce Loyalty Cloud and Salesforce Experience Cloud. This first one is our intelligent points management. Here, our partners can do important program activities like managing points, checking expiration dates, monitoring redemption histories, and other things. The best part is it's all in real time. So we use it to do a lot of manual process to calculate the scores, and now the loyalty engine is automating that for us. Here is our classification simulator. It provides this to our partners that they can do some different scenarios to simulate how much they need to sell and how much they need to retain customers until the end of the year to reach higher classifications. So there are two ways you can use the simulator. You can select a classification, so the simulator will tell you, oh, based on your current performance, you need to sell this, you need to retain this to reach the classification, or you can input some information like, oh, I think I will sell this until the end of the year. I think I will retain this until the end of the year. So the simulate gives you a classification based on these results. Our digital office also has some integrations with Marketing Cloud, Experience Cloud, and our data lake, and WhatsApp. We have some features based on sales funnels and customer management. It provides to our partners some ways to manage things like digital leads, member-get-member programs, cross-selling, upselling, contributing this way to better classifications in the program because they can sell more with these features. Well, I mentioned it sometimes how we automated process. And when we were calculating the program score with manual process, we had a lot of limitations. We needed to, for example, round some values, and this rounding process was making us lose money, you know? So the Salesforce Loyalty Engine is automating this process, and now we have a big accuracy to calculate these points, and it's saving us over than $100,000 per year due to this better precision in calculating score. The automated process are also saving almost one full work month per year of a person. It's more than 600 hours of a year. I use it to say we had a human API in our team, you know. There was a guy over there doing a lot of manual process every day. So he was our human API. I'm laughing, but it's sad. I know it's sad. So we saved a lot of hours, not only for them, for other people in the team. So they are focusing their time in strategic things and not in manual process all day. We have more than 3,000 loyalty members into the program. And the most engaged users are selling 3.5x more than the less engaged users. You don't need to be a huge heavy user to sell more. You just need to know the rules. You need to know what is available in the platform so you can sell more than others and reach higher classifications, you know? The automated thing also brought to us 500% more results from member-get-member programs. So we escalated a lot our member-get-member programs, and the partners are selling a lot more because of this escalation. You know, this integrated ecosystem I mentioned it before. So Experience Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Loyalty, It provides us automation, digitalization, we are escalating process, but it's a big important thing. The partners trust our process, Our partners trust our process. So if you escalate everything, if you are digitalizing everything, or you automated everything, but the partners don't trust your process, it won't work, okay? So beyond the technology, we need to have trusted process. And we have increased our open rate mails by 8 percentage points because we are better understanding our customers and partners' journeys. So when you understand the journeys, it's easier to automate things. It's easy to create trust to your partners.
Yeah, and what an incredible B2B story and some really great metrics to really prove that this loyalty program is working for you guys and you're getting that return on investment. Let's give them a quick round of applause and thanks for sharing that first best practice.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty, best practice number 2 here. We're gonna talk a little bit about how program fraud can actually be used in your advantage to help identify and optimize how you might be running things like promotions or your program. To help me do so, I'm going to invite Teddy to the stage, a senior solutions engineer here at Salesforce, an absolute rock star solutions engineer. Why don't you give us a little introduction about yourself, Teddy?
Great to meet everyone. My name is Teddy Sergisgetter, and I'm a loyalty-specific solution engineer. Can't hear? Can we get number 3 on? Amazing. Can you hear me now? Yes, let's go. Okay, so my name's Teddy Sergisgetter. I'm a loyalty-specific solution engineer here at Salesforce. It's my job to help our customers design the strategy and the technology that underlies loyalty programs. I work cross-industry and ultimately, again, bring the tech to life to support the vision that our customers want to create.
Thanks, Teddy. Teddy's gonna be sharing some really minor demos that we have here today so you guys can see how it actually works inside of the platform. But to start with some context about our best practice number 2 here today, as loyalty programs and promotions have grown over the years, so have exploits and fraud. And what we're identifying is that this is really top of mind for a lot of marketers. But marketers who are looking at and identifying fraud today are really kind of stuck in a small loop between mitigating and detecting, right? And loyalty management really helps you identify both of those. So helping you identify where it's happening, what the total liability might be. That detection leads to mitigation and plugging some of those holes. But today I want to talk a little bit about 2 extra steps, analyzing and optimizing. The first is when we start to look at how to analyze some of the fraud that you might have in some of your use cases, you might want to, or programs I should say, you might want to start identifying things like what is the impact on the brand's reputation because of this fraud? What is the total liability? How widespread is this exploit, right? And that analyzation phase also leads us to the optimization one. And when we say optimize, what we found is in some cases of fraud, those exploits are actually driving net positive behaviors. So maybe somebody's using that birthday 10% discount over and over again, but you're finding that the net outcome is that they're spending more. Those average cart volumes are bigger. You can use these as identifiers to help determine maybe I need to run more promotions with these types of discounts. What promotions are working really well? Where should we be leaning more into? And we've really framed it as this full cycle here. You're able to really get the best of everything. Creating better promotions so there's less fraud, plugging those gaps so that you're able to limit some of the financial liability of it. And to talk a little bit more about that, we're gonna play a short demo here, and Teddy's gonna talk a little bit about how you can do this in loyalty management today.
So the first step in ultimately this fraud lifecycle, like Matt introduced, is identifying fraud. And so what we're looking at here is just an example loyalty member record within the Salesforce platform. And you can see that this member has been marked suspicious. Salesforce has native artificial intelligence that can sit over transactional data that's coming into the platform or identity that's occurring off platform and use that to create, as you can see, a predicted fraud score, which can be used for additional automation downstream. But Salesforce is really innovating, as you guys have seen, in the realm of generative AI too. There's a lot of data inputs that sit on this member profile, and we need to help our users and fraud administrators to identify why this member might be suspicious or fraudulent. So we can use Agentforce, which is our generative AI, native in loyalty management, to return to us some potential reasons for fraud that were found in this member profile. You can see promotional gaming, credit card fraud, and potentially things like submitting too many chargebacks or missing stay requests. Fraud looks a little bit different based on the industry, but Agentforce is intelligent enough to identify the industry level manifestation of fraud and then help an internal administrator with actually marking those members fraudulent to prevent further earning or further fraudulent behavior. And as we can see now, this member's marked as fraudulent. So I think the theme here is you don't have to create dozens of rules in the background to automate every possible fraud scenario. You can use AI to help with that.
Thanks, Daddy. And then finally, for our final best practice 3, we're really talking about how reward value is subjective. It means different things to different people. $10 vouchers might not be worth $10 to everybody. So to really put this into some context, I'm going to talk about a couple of stats here that I think we can extrapolate and apply towards rewards. Customers today, we know, rather spend on experiences than material items. That might mean that their rewards that they're most interested in are emotional or exclusive. We also know that customers today are more likely to use a loyalty program that's easy to use. That might mean redemption is quick. That might mean the UI is intuitive, right? And then we also know that customers today want more diverse reward options, whether that's via a partner, a marketplace, benefit choice. Teddy's going to show us a little bit of all of that here shortly. But the best practice here really is leaning into things like experience and emotional rewards, whether that's exclusive access or you get priority customer support. Maybe it's something more informal like a club or a community. These types of experiences and these types of rewards are going to be worth more to different customers. Another one that you should lean into is that ease of use, that redemption piece, right? Having an intuitive UI, having a quick redemption or an easy redemption process might be more valuable to somebody. That $50 discount that you might have might not be worth $50 if it takes them 7 steps and 14 days to redeem, right? So there's value in the UI, in the experience that they have. And then finally, benefit choice and the marketplace side, right? Benefit choice can equal personalization because customers have the opportunity to choose the reward or benefit that's most applicable to them. And with a big, robust marketplace for partners to help you really create great marketplaces for you to redeem rewards, this is a great opportunity for you to expand what your customers can use past simple earn and burn programs. So you think you got a video here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So when Matt was talking about choice, I think for a long time, marketers have tried to design the perfect rules-based interface to provide that next best personalized recommendation. But one of the things that we're seeing, and you'll see here reflected in this example travel portal hosted on Salesforce, is the ability to provide choice benefits. Many of those of us likely have those with airlines or hospitality chains. Instead of giving me benefits, you give me the choice in what to choose that best fits to me. And we also want to make it easy to redeem. We've all been there where you have to mail in, you get your points 14 days later, your coupon 14 days later. We need to make currency or vouchers and coupons extensible immediately in experience. And what we're seeing is brands make those available not just on their own products, but also on partner products. You can imagine if you don't want to use your Sky Miles on a flight, potentially use it right for a day pass at the lounge or potentially for your next Uber ride. And Salesforce is also partnering to provide experiential rewards outside of the traditional ecosystem. We partner with brands like Sosode to provide burn for loyalty currencies on things like Amazon gift cards, the Amazon experience itself, where truly that value that you've built with a brand becomes extensible, not just within the walls of the brand, but outside of it. This is one of the biggest trends, like Matt said. We're giving our consumers choice in how they want to use that value that they've built within our ecosystem. And we make the technology behind that much, much simpler, using, as you'll see here, really simple and seamless kind of redemption experiences for really any kind of product that you want to put in front of a customer. So I think the theme here is instead of trying to design the perfect next best action, next best reward, give your customers choice in how to use the currency or value that they've built up within your ecosystem, and give them choice not just on a limited set of options, but a diverse set of options that best fit who they are and how they want to engage.
Thanks, Teddy. We'll wrap up things here. It looks like we got about 30 seconds. So at a glance, program success really is built on the foundation, whether that's architectural-wise or whether that's defining the KPIs and goals that you have. Rodobin shared that this morning or earlier today in the session. Step 2 really is looking for opportunities when tackling things like program fraud, finding those great spots to plug in promotions and rewards. And finally, that rewards values are subjective and you should make great ones for all of your customers. Finally, I want to touch a little bit on Agentforce marketing. You guys all have seen a lot of that here at Salesforce. loyalty management is a critical piece of the marketing ecosystem. It makes everything better, all of your campaigns. The first example here that we're calling out is that all of that valuable loyalty data that you're getting, that zero and first party data, makes your campaigns better inside of Agentforce marketing because you can leverage it to create things like segments. You can also tap into some of the pre-built loyalty and referral journeys that we're building for things like in Flow in Agentforce marketing. And you can trigger promotional and transactional loyalty emails as well. So these tools work incredibly well together. And if you're looking to build deeply loyal experiences, loyalty management is a critical piece of that Agentforce marketing ecosystem. If you guys want to go check out a free trial on loyalty management, you can scan this here today. We have this on the web as well. This is an awesome opportunity to look at our learning org and play around a little bit with what that org looks like. And then finally, a huge thank you guys for joining us. I know it's a little bit of a late session. We're happy to have you here. If you guys could leave a little bit of feedback before running, we would love to know what you appreciated, what you'd love to see more, and how we can continue to give you guys great content in the future. Thank you all.